Welcome to Down South Football Podcast Live, man. This is your man in the building, Renard D. Williams. What is going on? Hold on, Tucker. I got some type of sound or something going on.
That's what I asked you about. Was
Yeah.
you hear the message, man?
No, we got it. In the building, of course, with us this time is Mr. Chauncey Tuck. What's going on, Tuck? How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm in this thing, man. You know, pretty good day of college football, all that good stuff. But yeah, we can just dip right on in this thing. So
man, yeah, let's go on and get into it just a little bit, man. Alabama prevails again, and I can tell you this, man. I can tell you this, man. I don't know how you feel being a Georgia fan because, bro, y'all talk cash money all week long. And now, amongst us, inside this show, I know we talked about a little bit Thursday, but in our group chat, we said things like, what's going to happen if Bama score? What's going to happen if this happens? What, you know what I'm saying? Like all this and all that. So it's like now we at the point now, just looking at the game, man. And we talked about it. The worst thing that ever happened was that Alabama performed the way they did last week against Georgia. Mm-hmm. I mean, against Auburn. That was the worst thing for Georgia. And it proved to fruition today. But before we get into the numbers and get into talking about it for real, big shout out to Alabama for doing what they did because everybody in the country was doubting them 100%. And we even said Thursday, talent for talent is not the issue. Execution, coaching was going to be some big issues. And it showed this thing today. But Tuck, you go ahead. I'm gonna let you go ahead and get what you got. Go ahead before we really get into it. Because if you got a bulldog across your chest, you might not want to be on this show, right?
You really don't. You know, for once in my lifetime, I gave Georgia a chance. I really did. Georgia to prove me wrong, to be like, you know what, Tuck, ease off on Georgia. You know, ease off on Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Georgia got a good squad. You got Kirby over there doing this thing. Got the Bulldogs gawking and all that stuff. I heard it all week long. Georgia people, Atlanta people. Look, offensive line for Alabama did show up today. Kirby called some real questionable blitz packages I didn't like. Most of his stuff was like right up the middle. Defensively, Alabama played probably their best game of the year. Even though they gave up like garbage points. But I mean, Stetson Bennett, they put him in the blender. He got a little crazy. He started looking all over the place. Yeah, that really surprised me. That I thought Stetson had taken a better step.
What I told you at halftime.
Yeah, he was over.
What I told you at halftime. I said it's over, and they got a chance.
Yeah,
they gotta pull a Bama.
Yeah, they gotta pull a Bama. The thing we were all in agreement with, they gotta put JT Daniels in the game, bruh. But in defense of Stetson, he was moving the ball. He just made crucial mistakes at the wrong time, and it hurt him. It hurt him real bad. But Bama, they executed to the fullest. They was attacking. They were doing 3-step drops. They wasn't letting Bryce be back there all day. And the times that Bryce was back there all day, they were dropping 8 and then didn't have nobody on Bryce. So, I mean,
but for today, Tuck. For today, can we tell everybody to shut the hell up about Bill O'Brien and Pete Golding just for one damn day?
Yeah. So y'all, everybody was all up in. Please take Bill O'Brien. This is the games that you paying for.
Right.
Because he up and down, out schemed Kirby. He had the edge against Kirby. It was like he was in his back pocket. Yeah. Look, let me tell you something. Jordan Davis might not need to lose some weight. Now, yeah, I agree too. He needs to be fat. It's just not working. He's not all gaps. He was nowhere to be found. There was no pass rush. There was no push on in the inside.
None. But you got to give all the credit from Alabama. Let's take this from one side first and do the other side.
Yeah.
Georgia side, you did things that championship teams do not do.
Yep.
Okay, let's just start there. Number one, you did not capitalize on your opportunities when you had opportunities. Number one, Nolan Smith. When you have a team that's down there and fumble the ball with less than a minute to go in the first half, you do not try to go and fall on the ball. You be fundamentally sound, get that, and stop them from scoring. That starts number one when it comes with them. But it was just so many small mistakes that they made, but Alabama was not making those same mistakes. Alabama was executing and putting it in there and doing what they need to do. Once Bill O'Brien saw, which I'm sure you already knew that on film, he just didn't come out with it. But once he saw, like, they can't cover Mechie and they can't cover Jameson.
Yeah.
I'm finna spread this out. I'm finna take advantage of what I have in this multiple offense. I'm gonna hit him with the run a little bit, keep him honest. But I'm finna go over the top on him. I'm finna hit him from everywhere I can hit him from.
Right, and you could tell it was a couple of scheme changes from what O'Brien been running all year.
Right.
You can see instead of J-Mo being on the hash, he was on the numbers. Don't forget that we're playing in a pro stadium. People don't understand the difference in the pro hash and the college
hash. It's totally different hashes.
Totally two different hashes. You can tell Williams was on almost on the pro hash than he was on the college hash, and so was Mechie. They spread them way out. Then sometimes you'll put Mechie in motion. You'll put J-Mo in motion. The tight end, the middle of the field was wide open, and just like Aaron said, that's the weakness of any defense like Nick Saban has or Kirby Smart. It's the middle. If you attack the middle and you come successful attacking the middle, and you can get a little bit of a run game, you're good. You're doing better than what most people do. That's their weakness. Like you could tell, like on some of the stunts Alabama was doing, for example, on defense, when they were stunning, they would stunt right into a play that they were watching Stetson's eyes, seeing what he was going to do. He couldn't run. He couldn't run those gaps like he would do. Like if nothing was open down the field, next thing you know, boom. Because number 0 came into the game for what's his name?
Georgia.
Yeah,
no, Washington.
No, for Alabama. Number 0 came from Alabama. I don't know who that is, but Williams lost his helmet, and I saw a stunt, and the stunt came in. He came around, and he just stood there, and I was like, "Oh, he's not even putting no pressure on the quarterback." Stetson started running. Next thing you know, boom, there go number 0 running right beside him. Like I was like, okay. Because Stetson could have ran for the first down because they dropped 8 in the coverage. I'm saying this is smart. This is smart defense. But to give back, we're focusing on one team. But Alabama,
let's get off them fools for a second.
Georgia did not do that. Georgia didn't do none of the stuff that Alabama did on defense.
Once again, Kirby. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just saying it's almost the same thing schematically. It's no different than what Nick does. I just don't get why the execution wasn't there from Georgia. They've been executing all year long. I mean, granted, they did play pretty good in the secondary, but if J-Mo got a step, he was gone. He's leaving, and then the long touchdown pass across the middle off a slant or a crossing route. I can't remember what that was videography, but I think it was a crossing route that J-Mo scored on. And he just left him.
It's those things, Tuck. And I think Georgia offense all year long has been more of a time and methodical. We're gonna do this kind of thing. Everybody knows that JT Daniels was supposed to be the starter. That's not anything new or anything of that nature.
Right.
But I didn't see what I saw was that Bama took away what Georgia did best. And I hate to give this person credit, Danny Cannell, but listen to him. He was talking. He basically said the same thing. He was like, at the three most dominant positions, this is where Alabama is better.
Mm-hmm.
Best defensive player overall, Will Anderson. Who's the better quarterback? Bryce or Bennett? That's not even a discussion. They're not even the same galaxy.
Right.
And then he said, when it comes to coaching, who would you rather have, Saban or Kirby? And it's like, he's like, those three things, when they have equal amount of talent, were close to the same amount of, highly recruited, good talent, came down to it. And the question was, when Alabama adjusts, what was going to be Georgia's adjustment? Because, see, that's the thing about Alabama. Alabama can say, we're going to pound the rock down your throat. But guess what? We still got this Heisman Trophy winning, soon to be winning, record-setting quarterback sitting back here with these two great weapons on the outside.
Right.
And so everybody doesn't get to have that type of luxury. No, they have not executed to the way that a lot of people have liked or done some things, some other stuff that happened. But you could feel it all week long. I told my wife when we was riding up the gas this morning, I said, man, look, everybody on the other side of Bama, that's advantage Saban. For Bama to play like that, Saban had their attention all week long. Mm-hmm. He was like, look, you guys, you got one. You got this, but you're in a position now. You play one great game, you're SEC champions. Everything else don't matter. Everything else don't matter. And you just didn't feel that from Kirby now. Kirby has not shown me anything in those three games that makes me believe that he will ever beat him. Ever. But in my opinion, JT Daniels got to play if I'm Georgia. But I can't even imagine what the hell it feels like to be like a Georgia fan right now. Sweet Jesus, mother of God. Because all they doing all week is run their mouth. And what you said earlier when we were talking about this, they are what, Tuck?
Georgia is the Alabama with the Vanderbilt trophy. I will stand by that. I should have patented that phrase because somebody took it from me. Georgia, the University of Georgia, has all the talk of Alabama fans, but the trophy case of Vanderbilt.
But you got to give it up for Alabama and what they did. See, a team like Alabama, they fans was down. A lot of their fans are down on them all week long, just calling in all these different shows, just talking about them, what they don't have. And I'm sitting there looking like, you're 11-1. You're in the SEC championship. You basically in the Final Four if you win. Like, everything is right in front of you.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's the message they getting all week long. Okay, we survived our bad games. We're going to correct what we're doing, and we finna go play this team. We finna go play Georgia, and we finna put the pedal to this metal and do what we need to do to win this championship.
Right. And, and from listening from Saban this week, he didn't have that same tone as he did the week of Auburn week. Auburn week, he was trying to prepare Alabama fans for, hey, this game's going to be way closer than y'all think it is, because that's when he gave the blowout speech. This week, he was like, well, I just think we just need to execute. If we execute, I think we'll be fine. I was like, oh, okay. And obviously it showed. Nick Saban has been doing this for almost 40, 50 years now. He knows football. He knows his team. He knows how to get them to play, get them ready to play. And that, like everybody said, you don't know if you got Nick Saban on your coaching staff, and you got Nick Saban as your head coach, and then you're pretty much you can do whatever you want to do as far as come out with victories, come out with momentum, because they came out of the third quarter and they took down the ball, went right down their throat. And that's right, Aaron. He knows Kirby. He knows him like the back of his hand.
Was it 31 straight points?
Yes.
31 unanswered? 31 unanswered. On a defense that hadn't given them nothing. Now, we had already said that throw all them BS numbers out the way, that Alabama was going to score. Like, we ain't stupid enough, because you got to look up matchups. You got to look at stuff like that. But the average football fan who don't understand football is so fixed on what happened with Auburn last week in a rivalry game where a lot of mistakes was made, that they don't understand that, as somebody else on this panel who's not here today didn't understand, this is week by week. You get improved week by week, and you create and you correct your mistakes, and you move forward. You wasn't worried about Alabama being physical today. You wasn't worried about Alabama showing up today. You was worried about the psychology and the mind of Georgia if they got down.
That's it. Because and like someone said, I saw a couple times, when Bama was up 17, I think when Bama was up 17-14, or 17-10, something like that. Anyway, when they was up 17, when they would have got the first lead, people was like, I saw somebody say, Bama, we've been here before. We know how to, the thrilling is because we've been in close games. But Georgia, they haven't been there the whole year. They have not been there. And you can tell. So because they got the thing about champs, when you get hit in the mouth is how you respond.
It's football. You're gonna get hit in the mouth, bro. How you gonna respond? How you gonna do certain things? The stat that a lot of people didn't even know. They might have heard today, but I knew it before today. Stetson Bennett has thrown 11 passes in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
The whole year. Because they've been dominating methodically and just kind of like getting to them. Alabama's been scratching and clawing for their life in several different games.
Yeah.
And so it's like, we this ain't nothing to us. You scared because it's 17-17 in the fourth? And what you gonna do when you can't get that running game going and you got to rely on Stetson? What you gonna do then?
Yeah.
Because you got Brock Bowers. You had Pickens that was out there. I didn't see Burton today. I don't know if he was hurt. I don't know what was going on, but
you didn't use Zeus no more in the pass game. You didn't use Cook in the pass game no more.
They look like someone like Nick was like, fool, I've been here before. And Kirby always has this panicky look. And just like you, in the end, Dad still prevails. That's it. Dad is prevailing. And they believed it. Alabama believed it. Alabama walked in that game and said, we can win this game. We just got to execute a little bit better.
That's it. That's all. That was the only thing that Nick said was worried about was execution.
And that was it. We got to go in there and do what we need to do. You got to do nothing but give shout out to Alabama for what they did as far as overcoming. Had people asking me all week, oh man, they gonna kill us. They gonna kill us. I said, kill who? Bama. Bruh, this is championship time. This is a new week. People say, well, look what Auburn defense did. Look what this scheme. So guess what? You think they're not gonna go back on that tape and figure out what was going on and get
right.
this stuff fixed?
Right. And then another thing, no offense to Georgia, but you don't have the secondary that Auburn had. You don't.
Yeah, because
you
ain't got McCreary.
You don't got McCreary. You don't have McCreary. You don't look. Jalen Simpson messed up on one play that whole entire game. That was it. He messed up on the touchdown to tie the game up. You don't have
always been the question all year long. They what?
What now?
I said there's been a question all year long. Not to mention that and some injuries they had in the secondary.
Yeah, and I'm saying Auburn can almost truthfully go like 5-6 deep in the secondary, and it showed because Alabama took it to him. J-Mo, he left. I can't get over that speed that he had.
And he was pissed off after being thrown out the game last week.
Of course.
He saw that film. He saw Kendrick, and he saw number 5, and he was just like, I'm gonna eat.
Yeah, and don't forget, y'all, Kendrick ain't the best DB in the world, guys. Kendrick came from Clemson, and they used to call him Toast. That was his nickname. His nickname was Toast.
We called him Toast. We called him Toast a lot.
Oh yeah, look, nobody was scared of Kendrick. Nobody was scared of the other side, but that front seven.
You spread them out and you neutralize them like that. Offensive line playing good. You give Bryce a little bit of time, accurate as he is.
You gave Bryce. You sat there and put Bryce on the statue, and he just stood. And then all he had to do was just look at. He went through all his progressions, all of them. He had like 6 or 7% progressions to look at, and then one of the plays I can't remember what it was. It should have been his first progression when he went over the middle to the tight end. He got 25 yards.
I think what people have learned. Not me. I wasn't in that boat. I don't think none of us was really in that boat that this narrative that people was going all week long. I'm just sitting there like,
I thought it was going to be closer than this. I thought Georgia was going to win a close game. That's because they needed one. That's what I thought. I thought Kirby and them had turned the corner. I thought this was going to be this because I didn't trust Alabama's offensive line. That's it.
But you got to give all the credit for adjustments and everything in the world. But before we talk more about the SEC championship, because we do have the ACC championship at 7-7 right now, and we have the Michigan Iowa is 0-0 right now. Michigan got the ball, but man, the Big 12 championship.
Yeah.
Oh boy, number 27, man, is gonna have nightmares about his knees and his elbows because his elbow was the one that came down on the right on like the 1 yard line, and they didn't get that initial TD. And then knees basically coming down for when he's trying to stretch the ball at the end. But you got to give it up to Baylor.
Yeah,
TD Michigan. Yep.
Yeah. I just saw that. Good run by Corn. What tough. Anyway, so I didn't get a chance to watch the ending because, like I said, I was doing some videography stuff. So,
because Dave is doing some work and Ben is out doing some work too. So that's why it's just two of us right now. But
right, so I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't understand why you get your leverage. One thing when I coach running back, one thing you get leverage. You get your shoulders go straight ahead. When you get hit, you fall forward. I don't know what he was doing. I think he was trying to do a spin move into the end zone.
It's like he was trying like so contra, like he see the goal line, he wanted to stretch, but he should have been more like, I'm finna buck this DB.
Right.
Like you gonna have to bring me down, bro.
You got to break. You're gonna have to like really like pull me down. Everything like you got to hit me to pull me down. I didn't see that. And give a shout out to the backup quarterback for Baylor too. He was woo. Shout out to coach and then shout out.
That's why I picked Oklahoma State, because I trust Bohannon like I trust nobody. Like I don't trust nobody. I don't trust Bohannon. Bohannon is not a bad QB. If Dave was on here, he'd be laughing because Dave is a Baylor person.
Yeah.
I do not trust Bohannon to do anything. I trust Bohannon like I trust Jeremy Johnson. I do not trust him because he gonna do something where as a linebacker dropping in cover 2 coverage, he gonna throw the ball right at him from the basic fundamentals of day one. Well, and he's always do that type of stuff. I just didn't trust him against Oklahoma State defense, but shout out to him for what he did. Shout out to him for what he did. Did
Bohannon get in the game?
I don't think he even played.
That's what I'm saying. The backup quarterback did. He looked damn good. And
he started 17 for 17, if I'm not mistaken.
And shout out to Coach Grimes, Jeff Grimes, former Auburn offensive line coach. Hey,
made some money today.
Yeah, Harsin. Hey, you should have looked at him. Should looked at him. But anyway, I digress.
Please digress.
But yeah, I mean, Oklahoma, Gundy, you still 40? I mean, what's going on, man? Bruh, you up there you had a chance to make an impact on the top 4 for the committee to make a decision. Now you kind of made it easier for them, of course.
Speaking of top 4, I'm gonna give mine. 1 is Bama.
Yeah.
2 is preliminary right now with Michigan. And then, of course, 3 be Georgia. We already know Georgia ain't dropping out top 4. Or 4 is going to be Cincinnati. Oh, I'm thinking Cincinnati. However, could you see a scenario? I don't think you can. I think Bama and Georgia is going to swap.
If the game would have been close with a Bama win, yes, I do see that. But this was a blowout, bro. This is a total.
So what you saying? They're going to drop the 4?
Yeah, that's my prediction.
You think this committee finna put Bama and Georgia round 1?
Might as well. I mean, look,
they ain't gonna do that.
Then why do it in the last round? Because you'll have Georgia playing Michigan in the first round, and then you have Bama playing Cincinnati.
Just truth be told for 3 seconds. 3 seconds. Look at that today. Forget where they play at. Forget what conference they play in.
Mm-hmm.
You really could just say 1-2.
Technically, yes.
You look at 1-2 and you look at 3-4. I don't think it's close.
Yeah, I just don't see them. I could see them switching it, but
it's kind of been kind of predictable, bro. After you figure out what after they went out the first way, they've been
because not gonna schedule a rematch, but you're planning on a rematch.
Of course, they were planning on it because it'll be huge, but they don't want to give that in the first round. You know that.
Right, this if this happens again, this is gonna be just ridiculous, and it's gonna be the same outcome. It's gonna be nothing changes at all.
I mean,
this is, bruh.
I put it to you like this, man. If it does, and the outcome doesn't change, okay.
That's why I think
Will. We understand the rematch would be ending that. And we're just saying, depending on when they're positioning. Tuck is just saying position number 1.
Go ahead, get this out.
Tuck is saying put Georgia at 4. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I say Georgia at 3. I say you just switch them.
Well, the thing is, bro, I want a decent game. This is not going to be a decent game. Georgia's not going
to. Okay. Well, hell, who going to be a decent game?
Out
of those 4, who you think is going to be a 4-quarter game?
For right now, it'd be Alabama versus Michigan. Right now, if Michigan goes out and beats Iowa, bro, it will be a way better game than
hell to the no.
We're gonna get Alabama, Georgia again. This is boring.
Okay. If it wasn't if Alabama and Georgia were in the same conference, would you be saying that? I'm asking.
Yes.
If they weren't in the same conference, so if they just didn't play.
Yes, if they just didn't play, it'll still be the same thing. It's boring.
I'm not talking about the outcome. I'm talking about the matchup.
Maybe not.
So you punishing them for being in the same conference.
Yeah. I mean,
you can't do that.
Why can't you?
Yeah, because we already done proved that they don't have no problem. We don't have no problem doing this. If that's the case, don't let but one of them in.
Can Michigan beat Georgia? Hell yeah. As I saw today, yes. Yes, Michigan can beat Georgia. That's not a problem.
Can they beat Georgia? Yes. But I mean, I think right now it's too much overreaction when you talking about this game ain't gonna be played when? To the end of the month?
So
3 weeks from now?
Not gonna fix nothing.
It ain't gonna fix nothing, but it ain't damn Bama. It ain't Bama though.
It ain't Bama, but
Michigan ain't Bama. Michigan's a good, solid team, just like Cincinnati's a good, solid team. But when these boys are on,
Kirby's coaching.
When they on a certain level,
right now, Kirby's coaching. I know.
I'm with you, but when it's on a certain level right now, when you're talking about Bama, and Bama is clicking and doing how they doing today, and you know they're gonna be motivated now because you in.
Like Aaron just said, Michigan plays way better than the Georgia strengths than anything, and that's why. In some aspects, I don't want an Auburn Georgia game to be in the national championship game because we Alabama Georgia. I don't want this to happen again. This is it's boring. I'm not being a prisoner of the moment. It's just terrible. It sucks. This is not good.
Okay, so you want Michigan and Bama.
Yes, just go ahead and let's knock this out right now because we're gonna get Alabama and Michigan anyway. No, we won't. We'll get Alabama and Cincinnati. So we'll get Alabama and Cincinnati. No.
And see, right now, when you get to the 4, you know what I'm saying? Like these other teams are good. That's what I'm saying about it. It's gonna be some disrespect there. People gonna say, "Oh, Cincinnati never got in." Okay, but here's my question to you. My question to you is that you supposed to put the best 4 teams in right now, total everything, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But am I right about that?
Yes, because I just thought about it. So go ahead.
Go ahead. What you got? Add to it. I'm with you.
I just thought about. So we think. I think it'll be what would happen?
This would be a long debate when the other two.
What would happen? It'd be terrible. it would be absolutely horrible if they put Notre Dame over Cincinnati.
I don't put it past them.
I mean, Cincinnati beat them head to head.
But I don't think it's gonna happen though. I don't put nothing past. I think Cincinnati, when they pulled away, forget the last touchdown that was scored today. They pulled away. It was still like 14-13, but I think pulled out. I think we kind of let's
recircle the wagons. Remember when I told them that Alabama will beat the brakes off Ohio State? Remember when I told them that and they looked at me crazy?
Who looked at you crazy?
Not you. Them.
I mean, what we talking about?
Remember when Alabama Ohio State? We came into the discussion. It's like if Alabama Ohio State played today and they said, "Oh, Ohio State will beat the brakes out of Alabama," I said, "No, they would not."
Well, let's be real about it, man. Bama people watch football differently. There's a difference. See, there's a difference between real football people, football fans, and folks that are fans of the team. Yep. So you got 3 different perspectives. I and you, we watch it as football people. We don't care if they got on a burgundy helmet or they got on an orange helmet. We don't care. We care about the football and the people that's in the past that are playing, not the jersey that they're wearing.
Exactly. And
so that's where people get that particular wrong, crazy.
So this is what I'm going to say. The committee is obviously don't give a damn about that. They're gonna think about money. This is what they're gonna think about.
Oh boy, okay.
I'm shooting at a book. I'm just shooting at the book, bro. I'm letting you know. If Notre Dame
slips, I didn't think Ben was on here tonight.
If Notre Dame slips into number 4, bro, don't be surprised. Because, all right, Aaron just said, what does Indy have to stand on besides 11-1? What does Cincinnati have to stand on?
That they beat Notre Dame.
That's it.
What do you mean that's it? That's damn hit.
But they play way better, tougher competition than Notre Dame, though. I mean, than Cincinnati, right? Did it not? Okay.
I'm done. I'm done with that.
I'm just saying. Look, this committee is very. You can't read them.
So you think they're gonna pull it like they did with TCU a few years ago?
Didn't they do it? Didn't that happen?
That was different circumstances, though, Tuck.
Not necessarily because
but Cincinnati got the conference championship too. What Notre Dame got?
They don't have a conference though.
That's y'all fault. That's your Irish fault for not having a conference. Man,
Coach Freeman started the politics today.
I like Coach Freeman. You know Coach Freeman. I'm for him. You know I'm for him 130%.
Coach Freeman started the politics today. He started it. He said, I think we're the number 14, top 4 teams in the country.
I mean, you got to politic. That's a part of it. Hell, Nick done politic. Everybody done politic before.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to get you to understand too. Georgia's not a conference championship. Let's break down Georgia's wins.
Here we go.
I mean, this is what the committee is going to do, right? This is what they're going to do. They're going to break.
Hold on. Before you go into being Senator Tuck.
I'm just saying.
Let me reclaim my time. Now I'm gonna give you your time, Senator Tuck, back on the floor. So, are you really sitting here telling me that you think that Georgia somehow might not make it?
I'm just saying that's what they're going to do. You want the top 4 teams in the country, correct? And this is what we're saying. What if they break down everybody's record and they do this? What if they do that? We know for them to do this.
See, your camera even know you're full of shit. That's why it went off.
It was just 30 minutes in. That's all that is. My Ken R6 only lasts for 30 minutes. So if they do this, though, I'm just saying, what if? That's all I'm saying. I ain't gonna say I'm in the majority.
Hold on. We got another show. We got 2 more shows.
Yeah, 2 more shows.
And plus, we got the official show in the morning. This was the title of this show was post game SEC breakdown.
Yeah,
just talking about that and just hit a little bit on the Big 12. So we can have this debate again tomorrow. But we were talking about the SEC championship, and in the end, if you're a Georgia fan, I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I just feel sorry for you.
Yeah.
At this point in time, because I'm looking at like, okay, I know 2 DBs get healthy, but it's like I said before, at halftime or going into the third quarter, you should have thought about putting JT in. You should have thought about putting JT in, dog. And I know he can't move and all this other type of stuff. I get that. But there are still passes and still things that he can do that Stetson just can't do.
Yeah.
But that's also your methodical offense. Monken has some really good play calls. But in the end, bro, you just got to give Alabama the credit and just put your hands up. And that's it. Because they did what they had to do. And Bryce did what he had to do. And if nothing else, you need to give the line the MVP. Get the O-line the MVP.
Man.
Because they neutralized everything that Georgia wanted to do. Bill O'Brien spread them out, took away Nakobe Dean, one of the best linebackers in the nation. Took away Nakobe Dean out of this scheme, put him out of his natural element. Because like they said before, we knew this was going to be the best offense they played all year long.
Mm-hmm.
We knew this, right?
Right. Yeah, we knew this.
So okay. Michigan just scored again.
Yeah, it's over. It's a wrap. Michigan, congratulations. You're in the playoffs.
Man, look. Iowa couldn't score 3 points if you gave them 4 tries from the 1 yard line.
Okay, so Gregory.
That's my cousin.
Okay, so Mr. Allen, I'm just going to say like this, man. I'm not overthinking. I'm just saying, you say you don't want bored ND. You're going to get bored in Cincinnati. Either way, it's just gonna be a Cinderella.
And you must put your allegiance out there, Tug. You know you're Irishman because you're Irishman because your cousin one of famous alumni from Notre Dame. We know that.
Let me tell you something. I have
shout out Justin.
Shout out to Justin. But I'm just going. This is what I'm saying though. I mean that's part of politicking because you have to throw that out there. Part of media that's
very true. We got to get but for 1 second, we got to get Justin back on the show. We got to get Mr. Justin Tuck back on the show, Mr. 2-time Super Bowl champion. He's been on the show before, but now with Notre Dame having a new coach and possibly get into his, let's see what happens tomorrow, but I still want to get his
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is it ain't the playoffs ain't They're not shown on NBC, but NBC Money Show does talk a lot.
You know, between you, your money, and your Nike.
Hey,
And now the Nike one, I give you 5% credit. I give you 5%.
It's proven.
But look, we can't give them everything right now. We'll see how everything goes.
We'll talk about that later. But
speaking of 14-0, well, 14-14, Pitt and Wake Forest. I told y'all take that order over. They're already 28 points. They halfway through the first.
Yeah, I should take the over. I think I did take the over. I did. Yeah,
hey, man. Look, they need to change the rules so Will Anderson can go pro today.
Tomorrow.
You know who ain't been back on the show? I ain't seen my boy that been back on here talking about Will. My preseason prediction.
That was what's his name?
Who was it?
That was B. B said that. The one who talked
about the one that be trying to clown me all the time. Yeah. But he's the one that told me that Will Anderson put on too much weight. Was July, August?
Yeah.
He said, "What's your prediction?" I said, "My prediction is that Will Anderson will be the best defensive end / outside linebacker, and by the end of the year."
Mm-hmm.
I think that point has been proven.
It has been,
and I don't think he's acknowledged it yet, has he? Damn, talking about somebody need to go pro.
Yeah,
Lord, the man is.
I don't know. I didn't understand. Like I said at first, I was like, okay, I see what you're going, but I would never say he's overrated. I told somebody, I was like, nah, never that. But
I'm like, what are you talking about?
Nah.
But anyway, we're gonna do this. We appreciate everybody that's on YouTube right now. If you're not on YouTube, if you're not liking, subscribe to us, please do, because a lot of our content is gonna be coming on YouTube. Really about to crank some things up some more. But I don't know if we're gonna be back tonight. Hopefully we'll be back tonight after everything goes off, and then in the morning once the rankings are released.
Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow for the rankings for sure. But
right,
if I was not finna score 14 points. Maybe.
See, I'm not saying nothing more because I'm with you on that, bro. I'm here. Had they scored 14 points in the last 3 weeks? That's all I want to know.
They have not.
Okay.
Well, yes, they have. Well, I think last week they did. I can't remember 100%. But
I'm not 100% on that either. But before we go, please go to dslpodcast.com. That's where you can find everything. You find our bios about us. You can find if you listen to us a lot outside of the video, that's where you can see Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts. Also, the YouTube link is there. You can also see the merch. Okay, we have our merchandise for sale. You know, this is a quick show, so neither one of us have our merchandise on right now. But anybody that's watched us know that we have the merchandise, man. Good to go, ready to do his thing. So check us out, man. DSLpodcast.com, and like and subscribe on YouTube. But before we go, got a couple things right there so you can see a couple of merch already sitting on the site. Some of this y'all done seen before. DSLpodcast.com with the hoodie, the white clean hoodie, you know, as we say. Some of that do come in different colors. We got our boy Sean, one of our strong supporters, Sean Feely, bought some merch. My boy Rod back at the crib, man, he bought some merch too. So, and of course, we got our day one area, man. He always buying merch and supporting us, man. But if nothing else,
yes, we are on Spotify. We are the podcast is on Spotify.
Yeah, we own everything, man. Own everything.
I don't know. We've not as of yet moved the video part to Spotify, but
no, not yet.
Not yet. But
more things coming, man. You know, we got a lot going on, and so as it gets moving.
Aaron said
what?
Aaron said when the mugs coming.
Hey, we're gonna talk to Mike about getting the mugs and them, man. For real. Getting mugs. We done had requests for a beer mug, we done had requests for a shot glass, we done had requests for some hats, and so everything. So everything is coming.
I saw cigar torches. I see a couple little things. So
yeah, we got so much coming, but y'all know how to contact us, man. But for real, like, subscribe on YouTube. That way you can get that notification. Boom, anytime that we go live. More guests coming. We're supposed to have John on tonight. If y'all don't know who John is, John Garcia, the director of football recruiting for Sports Illustrated, one of our main good guys, man. Me and John text and talk all the time, but he was a little caught up with some stuff, so don't want to push my man, but y'all know how it is, man. But congratulations to Alabama, man. Okay. Adrian said it's in the mail. Okay, congratulations to Alabama, man, before doing what they did, and all I can say is y'all got all the bracket right.
Again. Man, look.
Hey, man. I'm gonna tell you, Tuck.
Go ahead.
Tuck. I'm gonna tell you how I knew Georgia was gonna lose. I knew Georgia was gonna lose, but hell, they got the damn World Series title. They can't get too much in the state of Georgia.
Look, you know what? Look, they won the MLS Cup last year or 2 years ago.
2 years ago, something like that.
Yeah. They won. Then they won the World Series.
Mhm.
All right, God was like, all right, that's enough.
That's too much.
That's too much.
You ain't gonna get all three
because
not right now.
Because right now Georgia is, instead of Clemsoning, is about to be Georgia. So that's what's about to happen.
Your Georgia hate is back strong.
Oh, strong! I told you, I'm done. I'm done with Georgia. I was Georgia the whole year. And guys like touch my heart to be like, Georgia, God, do I need to give Georgia some love this year? You're like, yes. I'm like,
I cannot wait till tomorrow. I cannot wait till tomorrow when I can look at the film and really look at it to see how good Bill O'Brien and Pete Gold did, except for that one dumb safety blitz call that he did on 3rd and 15. I'm like, wow, bro, come on. Outside of that, I can't wait to see the film tomorrow on this, man, to look at it and see what's everything going, get that all 22 view going.
It's right. And Aaron, I don't see no Bill O'Brien hate tonight. So what's up with that? I'm just saying.
Don't start that. We going, man. We finna get out of here, man. Like, subscribe on YouTube. Y'all know where to find us, man. We got more stuff coming. Nothing else. We'll be out. We'll see y'all soon. Peace.